Okay, so homework 3, a brief overview. So I purposely didn't post the video initially because I want students to try and go in there and at least try to understand what's going on, right? So here, what are we trying to do? We are trying to write some code that converts a numerical grade into a letter grade. So that's a perfect problem for if-else statement and a switch statement, right? So we have the conversion table, right? So A, 90 to 100, 80 to 89, B, 70 to 79, C, 60 to 69, D, and so forth, right? So how do we tackle this program, right? So we're going to create two functions, get letter grade using if. So we accept a string letter grade, and then we use an if-else if construct to return the letter grade. Write branches for these values on this table, and the same thing for get letter grade using switch. Okay, so you're gonna use the switch statement to return the letter grade depending on what value is given. So for the switch statement, you can use breaks to handle values, right? Like if you get 100, then you can divide by like 10 and then you get 10, right? So then you can use a break 10, and if you get a 90, you can divide by 10, you get 9, right? So you can tackle it like that. The issue you're going to run into is when you get to less than 50, right? 0 to 50 is F, so actually 0 to 59 is F, so you're going to have to kind of get creative there. I will say that the switch statement in modern C++ supports ranges. I didn't provide an example for that. So if you want to use ranges, then you have to go research online to learn how to use the ranges. Okay, either one works for the switch. The if shouldn't be too difficult to implement. The if, you just have to get creative. Make sure you go to the SRC homework 03 decisions folder, right? So this folder here, that's where you're going to write code. On the H, you write the header file, just one line and semicolon at the end for the function. And the CPP, or the implementation file, that's where you write the code for each of the two functions. Then make sure you go to the SRC homework 03 decisions test folder. That's where you're going to write code for your test functions, okay? Let me see. Yeah, so write test cases for each value that you see here. Like you provide a 95, it should be A, 85B, 75C, 65D, and anything less than 60 F, right? So actually to this table, sorry. Okay, so we're working with whole values, so we're not worried about decimal values for this one. It's just mainly to get practice with the conditional statements. And then make sure that when you write code in your main program, right? So where's the main program? It's in SRC homework 03 decisions main. That your program looks something like this. You want to create a main menu, start making it look like a real program. And then if the user selects value 1, then you use if. And if user selects switch or number 2, then you use switch, and 3 exit. Okay. So up to you how you want to implement it here. Just make sure you read these instructions, right? So make sure that the user is providing a value between 0 and 100. And you don't have to check if they give you like a number, right? Just make sure that the number, meaning not a letter, but numbers, right? So make sure that the number is between 0 and 100. And if it's not, then give them an error and then ask them for input again. And it's up to you how you want to implement this piece. I don't provide specific instructions. That's up to you. Like if you want to capture from keyboard, that's fine. If you just want to put some values in variables, that's also fine. Up to you how you want to tackle this program, right? So again, very short overview. If you have questions, do not email me, right? So instead go and post questions in Blackboard to the discussion board. If you don't know where it is, it's right here, this discussion board. You go here, and then you select the homework that you need help on, and you go in there and you type a question, right? So I just noticed that there's no 4, but I will add it. Okay, so good luck.